Hi, second grade, Miss Freibergel here. Today you will need a piece of paper and a pencil for our lesson. We are going to be looking at linking verbs today. Linking verbs are verbs that connect the subject to the rest of the sentence. They do not show action. So normally our verb would be something like run or throw or play that shows action, but linking verbs do not show any action. The word be, is a linking verb. If we look at it in the present tense, which means it's happening right now, if we are using the subject I, our tense, the word be is a linking verb. In the present tense, if we use the subject I, we would use the form am. If our subject is singular, we would say is, and if our subject is plural, we would say are. Remember that singular means one and plural means more than one. So from examples, I is our subject. We would pair it with am for I am at the store. She is my subject of the next sentence. She is one person, so that is singular. She is at the school. Our last sentence, they is our subject. They is more than one person. It's plural. They are at the football game. We would use the form are. When we are using linking verbs in the past tense, if we have a singular subject or the subject is I, we would say was. If we have a plural subject or the subject you, we would say were. The cat was playing outside. The cat is singular. We're talking about one cat, so we would pair it with was. Flowers in our next sentence is plural, more than one, so we would pair it with were. Flowers were growing in our yard. In our last sentence, I was at the school. Our subject is I, and we know that that gets paired with was. On your piece of paper, go ahead and number 1 through 10. You're going to write each of these sentences down in a complete sentence. We're going to write the full sentence. Then we're going to go through and decide if our verbs are action verbs or if they are linking verbs. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to begin to copy these down. We're going to do number 1, 2, and 3 together, and you're going to do the rest on your own. All right, go ahead and number 1 through 10 on your piece of paper. You are going to identify the linking verbs in each of these sentences. So please make sure you write the complete sentence. So for number 1, you will write sentences on. So for number 1, you will write Spencer is on my team. Then you're going to go through. If you see a linking verb, you are going to highlight or circle it. If the sentence does not have a linking verb, if it just has a regular verb, you are going to leave it blank. We'll do number 1, 2, 3, and 4 together, and you will do the rest on your own. Number 1, Spencer is on my team. Pause if you need to get that written down. We are looking for linking verbs. I do see a linking verb. I see the linking verb is. So I'm going to highlight it. You may highlight or circle. Spencer is singular, so I know that that will match up with is in the present tense of our linking verb. Number 2, go ahead and pause the video if you need to get it copied down. Sydney stole a base. The verb in my sentence is stole. That is an action verb, so we are going to leave that sentence blank. There's not a linking verb in the sentence. Number 3, I am pictured today. Go ahead and pause the video to get it written down if you need to. I see a linking verb in am. I am pictured today. We have our subject is I, so we know it pairs with am. And number 4, the last one we're going to do together, pause if you need to copy it down. The game was Awesome. Looking for a verb, I see was. And we know that the game is a singular subject. We are looking at the past tense, so we are going to use was. Go ahead, pause the video, copy down your sentences, and then identify if there is a linking verb in the sentence. You will highlight or circle it. And if there is only an action verb, you will leave it blank. Click play when you're ready to review them. Right, for number 5, there are no linking verbs in the sentence, so it should be blank. Number 6, I see the linking verb are. Make sure you have are highlighted or circled. All right. For number 5, there are no linking verbs in the sentence. There are only action verbs. We will leave it blank. Number 6, there are no For number 5, there are no linking verbs in the sentence. There are only action verbs. For number 6, you should have highlighted are. For number 7, there are no linking verbs, only action verbs. Number 8. All right, number 5, there are no linking verbs, only action verbs in the sentence. Number 6, you could have highlighted or circled are, A-R-E. Number 7, there are no linking verbs. Number 8, there are no linking verbs. All right, on your piece of paper, go ahead and number 1 to 5. We are going to be sorting out our linking verbs into our sentences and rewriting them. Our verbs are at the bottom, and you may use any of the charts to help you with them. All right, we'll do number 1 together, and you'll do 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your own. Number 1, the girl blank going to the movies tonight. So our subject is singular. I'm going to use is, I-S. Let's write it first, and then we are going to rewrite the entire sentence using our linking verb. The girl is going to the movies. All right, on your piece of paper, go ahead and number 1 through 5, we're going to be filling in the blanks using our linking verbs. Then we are going to rewrite each of the sentences. We will do number 1 and 2 together, and 3, 4, and 5 you will do on your own. Number 1, the girl blank going to the movies tonight. We have be, were, are, is, and was. I'm going to use is. Girl is going to the movies tonight. I'm also going to go ahead and cross it off because I know we used it. And I'm going to retype our sentence. Please write it next to number 1. Girl is going I'm going to rewrite our sentence, please. I'm going to retype our sentence. Please write it as I'm doing it next to number 1. The girl is going to the movies tonight. Number 2, the snake blank, really creepy to look at. I'm going to use was, W-A-S, because our subject, the snake, is singular. If we write our sentence, please do that next to number 2 as well. The snake was really creepy to look at. Numbers 3, 4, and 5, you have the words be, were, and are left as your linking verbs. Go ahead, pause the video, get those copied down. Make sure you write your corrected sentence next to each number and click play when you're ready to review. Okay, for number 3, our linking verb is were. They is plural, so we would use were. We would say they were going to go to the mall, but decided to do their homework instead. Number 4, our linking verb is be. Will you be at the birthday party on Saturday? And number 5, our linking verb is are. The boys are going to soccer practice today. All right. We have 7 linking verbs in our word bank here. Please write 7 of your own sentences using past and present tense linking verbs. And you may circle or highlight each of your linking verbs in your sentence. Great job today. I will see you soon.